Hey there, fellow gamers. My name is Zach, and welcome to Let's Play a game called Kyle is Famous. Now, I know that several people have played the base game, but I haven't seen too many people play, like, the DLCs, or I haven't really looked it up, but I haven't seen anyone big play this game, besides Jacksepticeye, who did the base game a while ago, and I wish he continued it, but alas, he did not, because I know he would have found it hilarious, like I do. So I know how to play the base game pretty much. I haven't gotten all the endings, but I've pretty much seen them all because I've watched a video and they're hilarious. So now I'm gonna try playing the DLC. I'm gonna try out the Kyle as Hotdog. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm not kidding. It's literally called Kyle as Hotdog. In fact, I think. Oh, you can't see any of them, but yeah, it's basically Kyle as Hotdog. Not, yeah, you'll get it. If you don't understand this game, it's very word-based, but it's hilarious. And I'm sorry, it might be quiet at times, besides my voice, because I don't want to have a battle with copyrighted music in the background, because I don't even know if this is copyrighted, but I'm going to try keeping it in. But this is in the game. I don't have anything I know for sure is copyright-free, and I don't want to get in trouble, so it's just going to be the sound effects in the game. So I'm sorry if it's bland with just my voice, but I don't want to get in trouble. So let's go ahead and start. And I'm going to do the intro, or the introduction, just so you guys get an idea of how this game works. So Kyle wakes up, he is famous. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. I don't know if I would consider that a compliment. I'm a dumpy white boy. Dumpy, dumpy, dumpy. I don't know if I'd be like, thanks, question mark. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is kind and a lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today was his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Start preparing. So now this is where you get into the base game, and you can just do all that, but I've already seen it, so to me it'll still be funny, but I mean, if you guys want me to do it, I will, but I'm going to just stick with the DLCs for now, because I have not seen those, and to me those are new. So to access the DLCs, in case I don't know, because I went in here to figure it out myself, because I couldn't find a guide, is become something special. And so you can either become a hot dog salesman, or you can embrace the Christmas spirit. And this was the Christmas DLC, I think, either last Christmas or the Christmas before it. I'm pretty sure it's last Christmas. But I want to become hot dog salesman, because that's the newest one. Kyle laid in bed for a moment, thinking about the day ahead. He would produce another episode of his long-running show, yes. Kyle thought about making breakfast, the same breakfast he'd been making for the past 9 years. Kyle thought about it, the clothes he would wear. They had not changed for a long time. Kyle had waited for something new and interesting to enter his head. Something fresh, something exciting. Kyle continued to wait. Nothing came to mind. In a sudden moment of inspiration, Kyle threw his covers to the ground and stepped out of bed. Kyle had made a decision. Today would not be a part of an old journey. Today would be the start of something new. Kyle walked over to his desk and opened his middle drawer. He slowly removed an ancient, withered stick of meat. Shut up, TV. Today, Kyle planned to make good on his childhood passion, the career he had abandoned to become a talk show host. Kyle looked caringly at the crusty old hot dog in his hands. Then he smiled. Then he bent his lips downwards and slowly sucked the hot dog into his mouth and down into his stomach. Kyle had become a hot dog vendor. He must now prepare his first day running a hot dog stand. And yeah, that's Kyle for you. He ingests the crusty old hot dog from like 15, 20 years ago and decides, hey, I know how to run a hot dog stand, bitches. Yeah, that's Kyle. So meet Kyle. He's the most weirdest, dumpy white man I've ever seen in my life. Shut up. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his room. So yeah, you have choices. I'm over in the left corner because I don't want to block any text. So all I'm blocking is the exit, so you're not missing out on anything. So this is to me all new. I mean, I did a couple choices just to see how different it was, but I didn't do everything. So let's open the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and you could only really see his hanging t-shirts. Choose an outfit. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Jeans and swimming goggles, slick suit of armor, because I have those in my house apparently, or hot dog suit. Since we're going with the theme of hot dog, let's go with, although a suit of armor selling a hot dog, that sounds hilarious, but I'm going to save that for another run. I'm going to go full hot dog. Kyle put on his hot dog suit, which he had made by stitching hot dogs together when he was a child. So he's literally wearing a real, Can you imagine how disgusting that would be after like 50 years? Or however old he is? Oh God. Let's just chew on it. Feeling fairly hungry, Kyle bent over and took a large bite out of his suit. He felt refreshed. It wasn't enough. Kyle continued to eat his clothing. Soon, Kyle had eaten most of the suit. The chunks that were left were enough to act as clothes, but barely. Kyle felt satisfied. The hot dogs had nourished him greatly, functionally giving him more time in his day. So, okay. So I ate the hot dogs and reset my time. Good to know. I'm sure that's not going to bite me in the butt later. Let's go back to the closet. I can't do anything in the closet. So let's sit at the desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. I'm going to search for hot dogs. Kyle searched through his desks to find more hot dogs that he could sell. But Kyle had moved his hot dog stash somewhere else. He shut the desk drawers completely empty-handed. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Check in the drawer. Kyle opened up his side drawer on his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Assorted change, flashlight, small key. So this is kind of in the original. I don't know if it's changed a little bit, but I'm going to go with a small key. Kyle grabbed the small key he kept in his desk. Let's go back to the room. Let's go scavenge. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for hot dogs. Kyle started looking around for more hot dogs. He crawled around, spreading layers of mold to the side with his hands and picking out interesting items. Kyle couldn't find any hot dogs, but instead he found a pile of love letters he had written in high school. Kyle pocketed the envelopes and got back to his feet. I have no idea what that does for me. So I guess we'll just leave. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms to his apartment. I'm gonna check the locked door because I have the key. Or I can force the door with my forehead because that's an option. Or I can use hot dog magic. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but quickly found the doors locked from the inside. How does that happen in your own house? I'm gonna use hot dog magic. With the helmet of pop, Kyle used his massive knowledge of hot dog magic to change the door handle into a hot dog. Kyle sucked down the hot dog into his mouth, opened the door, and walked through. Yep. So I got 9 hours left, and I gotta... Okay. Kyle found himself in the room he stashed various items in, sent to him by his fans. A sewing machine, a supernatural artifact, a laser claymore. I don't know what kind of fans send me that. I mean, if you send me that, I mean, I guess I won't say no, but that's a very interesting item to give somebody. Or I search for a hot dog stand. But since I'm going hot dog, I'm going for the hot dog stand. Kyle started looking for anything that he could use to make a hot dog stand. This is like a good ASMR section. Kyle rooted around the scattered boxes and loose items. He picked up buckets, pieces of wood, rusty nails, and bits of string. Soon, he had enough loose items to be reasonably sure he could craft a stand that wouldn't fall over. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects his rooms together. I'm going to leave. Kyle walked into the middle of the long road at the those words. and I'm gonna go visit the marketing agency. Kyle walked to the center of the agency entrance. It looked professional, and he had an attendant behind a desk. Oh, and had, not he. I'm just gonna rummage in the trash. Kyle began rummaging in the trash, looking for anything interesting. After picking through wrappers and cups, Kyle noticed there was a red button stuck to the bottom of a can. Press it. Kyle eagerly pressed the button, but guess what? We're not gonna find out, because we're at 0 hours. Or I guess we are. The wall above the trash can started shifting and spinning, eventually revealing a slab of pewter with an indent. The slab was thick and old. A plaque was embedded into the top reading, "The slab embraces only a true weapon." I don't know what the true weapon is, but I guess we might find that out someday. Kyle made his way into the street corner. After a long day of preparation, Kyle felt very ready for his first day as a hot dog salesman. I'm glad he does, because I don't. Kyle started to unpack his things into the corner of the street. I'm going to unpack my love letters, because I have those. Why not? As Kyle was unpacking, his hand brushed the old love letters he had picked up earlier. He stopped. Something tugged at Kyle's heart. These letters were a piece of himself. These letters were a piece of history. Kyle realized it was time to give these letters to their original intended recipients. Kyle looked at the top of the letter of the stack. It was addressed to Abigail, a girl Kyle had liked during high school. Abigail had moved to the other side of the city with her husband a few years ago, but Kyle was willing to make the trip. I don't think this is going to end well for Kyle. But go for it, man. Kyle slipped away to Abigail's house, letter in hand. It wasn't that Kyle liked Abigail anymore. It wasn't that he missed her. To Kyle, this is more important than that. After an hour of walking, Kyle finally reached Abigail's front door. And what does this have to do with hot dogs? With excitement in his heart, Kyle took a breath and knocked at the door. Abigail opened. "Kyle," she said, smiling. "What are you doing here? It's been so long." "Abby," said Kyle, "I have something I want to read to you." Kyle took the letter to Abigail clutched in his hand and opened it for the first time in 14 years. "Dear Abby," he read, "I feel funny when I look at you. Sometimes I think about you when I lie awake at night, but sometimes not. But that's less often. I also talk about you constantly to everyone when you're not around. But it's not always good things. Sometimes I also steal your lunches when you're not looking and keep them in a drawer at my house and look at it when I'm bored." This went downhill real quick. "I want you to promise me something." Kyle looked at Abby meaningfully. "Promise you like me. Promise you like me. And if you do like me, please show me by shoving live fish down your throat as a sign of Why, Kyle? Why? What? Why? Abigail shut the door for good reason. Kyle looked up from the letter and stopped reading. He looked up at the door in front of him. He realized that Abigail probably had something else to do. So he decided to leave her letters for her to read later. She's gonna burn them into the fire and get a restraining order. Kyle pressed the letters against the door and pushed firmly. He took to a nearby rock and drove it through the papers into the door so Abigail could not miss them. Well, with the evening dawning, Kyle went home satisfied that he had finished an old chapter in his life. When Kyle got home, he realized that he loved writing letters to Abigail. He decided that he would continue to do so every day and make her his pen pal. Kyle fell asleep with a smile. It had been a good day. Pen pal! That had nothing to do with hot dogs. Okay, so I might only do a couple of these because I don't want to make it long. I mean, I could just make this a long series because these endings are pretty long. I mean, I'm already at like 12 minutes. Well, by the time I'm actually playing the game. So let's go back to being a hot dog salesman. I'm going to skip it. Kyle had become a hot dog vendor. I'm going to open the closet, choose an outfit, get the hot dog suit. Not chew on the suit this time. I'm going to exit the bedroom, move to the kitchen. Think about hot dogs. Being in the kitchen gave Kyle a massive hot dog. Being in the kitchen gave Kyle a massive amount of hot dog related nostalgia. He stood still, pondering. Continued thinking about hot dogs. Kyle continued to think about hot dogs. Kyle still continued to think about hot dogs. He thought about their flavor. He thought about how different brands tasted different. Kyle thought about hot dog texture and their feeling in his hand. Kyle was still thinking about hot dogs. Kyle's skin began to dissolve, its bonds melt from standing still too long. He began to spread across the floor, creating puddles through the kitchen. Kyle's jaw caved, causing the top of his head to slowly drop backwards and point towards the ceiling. Kyle sunk lower and lower. His height was soon half of what it was before. Chunks of skin fell to the ground. Oh God. Kyle's fingers and legs fell off, dissolving into drupes of ooze as they dropped. Kyle was a large puddle of melted skin with bumps where his main features used to be. Kyle's atoms had lost all their bonds. He had turned into nothing more than a meat-based soup. Kyle stopped thinking about hot dogs and moved on with his day. How? You're literally somehow a puddle of goop. Okay, open fridge. I'm gonna search the fridge for hot dogs. I don't know how I'm doing this, but why not? Trying to find hot dogs. He turned up with nothing. Kyle was not surprised as he never stored meat in his refrigerator. I am going to go back to the kitchen, return to the hallway, leave apartment. I'm going to visit my downstairs neighbor. Kyle approached his door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Scream and spin. Kyle made his way onto the street corner. After a long day, how do you feel prepared? I would love to know. How are you unpacking your things? Again, I would love to know. But as he unpacked, Kyle has not taken the very important step of actually acquiring any hot dogs. Kyle knew that in order to continue, he was going to need to visit somewhere close by to try to acquire. How? How are you doing any of this? It literally just said you're a puddle. Abandoned warehouse. He turned around briefly to the surroundings and entered the first door that he saw. Kyle found himself in the middle of a dilapidated warehouse that had not seen any humans for many, many years. The warehouse's walls were plastered with a thick layer of grime, sticky from the damp air. But Kyle never saw the grime. All Kyle could see were the rats. Like a bristling ocean, rats covered every surface of the floor of the warehouse. Floor, ceiling, walls, and everything in between. Kyle started to grab the rats with both hands and shoved them into his supply pack. His pack quickly filled. Kyle continued stashing rats into every open crevice. Within minutes, his pack was jam-packed with rats. But Kyle was not finished. Kyle began to wade through the expense of rats in search of a starchy substance to use for buns. I don't like where this is going. As he searched, Kyle scraped long gashes of grime off nearby walls to use for toppings or his own later enjoyment. After searching for a small period of time, Kyle found exactly what he wanted. Hidden, like a gemstone among the boulders, was a vintage loaf of bread left behind in the rubble. Kyle snatched the hidden treasure and danced his way outside. With vigor, Kyle began assembling his culinary delights by inserting the squirming rats into the folded bits of bread. This was not to be just for one or two lucky passerby. Kyle knew his rat treats would be very popular. In an effort to jumpstart sales, Kyle began chucking the rat sandwiches at passerbys at samples. The rats, now free from their bondage, flung themselves into the world. Kyle's immediate surroundings turned into chaos. Hearing the calls of the imprisoned brothers, rats began pouring out of every crevice, trash bin, and drain within eyesight. The rats piled themselves over every surface and person, creating a thick wall of rat flesh. The rats had blocked out the sun. The wind was gone. No birds could be heard. The city entered a new form of normal. Light was scarce. Gangs ran rampant. The air itself was thin. After several years, the rats melded into each other, creating a solid mass that couldn't be penetrated. Future generations did not know what life was like outside the rat bubble. Kyle had changed his world forever. Kyle had found rats. I'm ready to just contemplate life right now. What did I just read? What did I just read? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do one more ending, but I don't want to make this too long. Become something special, become a hot dog salesman, skip, start day. So I'm gonna try to do it as legit as possible. Choose an outfit, hot dog suit, back to room, exit bedroom to hallway, move to kitchen, open fridge, prepare breakfast. Yeah, you can smash your breakfast for some frickin' reason, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna eat. So now I'm eating, or no, I have eaten. So now I'm going to return to the hallway, leave the apartment, visit marketing agency, approach attendant, pretend to die. I want to so badly. Ask about life. Just what's the meaning of life, man? We're in a freaking hot dog suit. How should I know? Ask about marketing. I want to so badly. I want to so badly. But I'm gonna save that for another run. Ask about marketing. Cut to a big breath. So how does the whole marketing thing work? Well, said the attendant, we offer several packages for old and new media starting on $100, customized for your own needs. Cut bit his lip. So what can I get for free? No, the attendant stared blankly. Not really anything. Cal didn't answer, stood for a long moment and walked away. Okay, guess I'm going back to the street. Visit. I don't know. I'm visit techstore. Give review a free sample. This phone, said Kyle, is several years old and has exposed wires coming out of the back. The phone also has had screen issues after I used it to hammer nails into the wall for a painting. Furthermore, when I submerge it into the water, I get severely shocked until it runs out of battery. The attendant looked at Kyle, pursed his lips, and said nothing. Feeling he had made his argument, Kyle decided to leave. Yep. So, shopping center, beeline for the local shopping mall, reasoning that there were probably hot dogs somewhere inside. But as Kyle walked inside, he was met with a new sensation. Around him, bright lights flashed. Companies told him about the products and services they offered. It was foreign. Kyle had never gone shopping. Immediately, Kyle fell victim to 100 different advertising schemes all at once. He began to spin and froth at the mouth, dreaming of the many products that were within his immediate grasp. It was time for Kyle to spend. Reaching into his pocket, he removed every bill and piece of change and ran into the nearest store. Still frothing, he approached the woman and behind the counter and screamed. Kyle gestured romantically and flicked his bloodshot eyes around. Without an answer, he slammed his money onto the counter and started grabbing close items with both hands. Kyle continued to ferociously grab every item he could find, filling his pockets, shirt, and eventually underwear. But it wasn't enough. Kyle whisked into the foyer and entered a different store. After a period of several hours, Kyle systematically emptied every store into the mall of their goods. Strangely, Kyle had stumbled upon an incredible business decision. Now that Kyle controlled all the products in the metropolitan area, all business had to flow through him. Kyle became a shopping mogul. He renovated his apartment into a one-stop shop for all needs. Within a few months, the sheer amount of customers entering and exiting his apartment caused a clog. A solid mass of body fat blocked the entrance and exit. The inside of Kyle's apartment had become its own ecosystem. Life had prepared in a newly formed bubble. Couples wed, burials, joy, culinary arts. How big is his house? Kyle had created something very special. Kyle had created a new society. Okay. I'm done. These are hilarious, but what? I, no, mm. I need my brain to get back to normal from reading that. So I'm gonna end this here. Because if I do another one, my brain's gonna start melting out of my ears, and I don't want that. Because I kind of need my brain. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want more parts, let me know. I mean, I might do it anyway, just to try to get content out there. But this is something different. It's not like a horror jump scare game or anything like that. It's different. It's fun. So if you guys want more, just let me know. Like I said, I'll probably do it anyway at some point. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. Hopefully it came out decent enough, because I know the music's going to be kind of bland in this one, but I don't want to get in trouble. So again, hope you all enjoyed this. And with all that said, guys, I'll see y'all in my next video. Later, guys.